हरि
ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायण 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 नारायण। ओम श्री भैरप्पा शरणम। ओम श्री हरे नमः। वाक्ये सुमयप्पा अगजानन पद्मार्कं गजाननं महत्तम अनेकदन्तं भक्तानां एकदन्तमुपास्ते। ओम श्री महागणपतिये नमः। ज्ञानानन्दमयदेवं निर्मलस्फटिकाकृतिम् आधारं सर्वविद्यानां भयमुपास्ते। ओम श्री हयग्रीवमूर्तये नमः। सरस्वती नमः वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि मे सदा। ओम श्री महागणपतये नमः। पीताम्बरकर विराजितशस्त्र कौमोदकी सरसिजं समुद्रं राधासहाय बहुसुन्दरमन्दहासं माता श्रीशं पावयामि। श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे लीलानारायण वासुदेव। श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे लीलानारायण वासुदेव। श्रीकृष्ण गोविन्द हरे मुरारे लीलानारायण वासुदेव। मोक्षात्रिसारम्य सारं हरे नमो विष्णु मायामयोगपरितः नारायणावये शिवाय नमो नमस्मै नमोऽप्यहस्तूरिरनाथपुष्पं प्रसिद्धिदाभं परमेशदाक्षे संभ्रमन्दस्मितस्मितरं श्रेयो तां भुजं दर्शकस्मितवर्णे।
சாந்திரானந்த சொல்லிடும்.
आनन्दानन्दावबोधात्मकमनुपमितं आदरेशावधिव्यां नित्यमुक्तं नमशतसहस्रेण हास्यमानम् अष्टस्मिन् विश्वमात्रे पुनरुरुचात्मकं दक्षतत्त्वं दत्ता दत्ताति साक्षात् उपवनपुरे भूतवाक्यं ददानाम्।
ஸ்ரீ ஹரே நமः. ஓகே, அப்படியே நீங்க இந்த 15th ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஒன் ஜஸ்ட் ரிப்பீட் ஆஃப்டர் மீ. मतिरिह गुणसक्ता बन्धकृत्तेष्वसक्ता
मतिरिह गुणसक्ता बन्धकृतेष्वसक्ता मतिरिह गुणसक्ता बन्धकृतेष्वसक्ता
त्वमृतकृदुपरुन्धे भक्तियोगोऽस्तु सक्तिम् त्वमृतकृदुपरुन्धे
भक्तियोगस्तु
सक्तिम्.
मैडम 15th தானே?
15th one.
मतिरिह गुणसक्ता
बन्धकृत्तेष्वसक्ता.
ओके। मतिरिह गुणसक्ता बन्धकृतेष्वसक्ता
त्वमृतकृदुपरुन्धे भक्तियोगस्तु सक्तिम्
त्वमृतकृदुपरुन्धे भक्तियोगस्तु सक्तिम् त्वमृतकृदुपरुन्धे भक्तियोगस्तु सक्तिम्.
சொல்லலாம். मतिरिह गुणसक्ता बन्धकृत्तेष्वसक्ता त्वमृतकृदुपरुन्धे भक्तियोगस्तु सक्तिम्
मतिरिह गुणसक्ता
मतिरिह गुणसक्ता आसक्ता आसक्ता सक्ता
मतिरिह गुणसक्ता बन्धकृतेष्वसक्ता त्वमृतकृदुपरुन्धे वन्दे भक्तिये
योगस्तु
शक्तं
शक्तिं
शक्ति
महदनुगमलभ्या भक्तिरेवात्र साध्या
महदनुगमलभ्य भक्ति देवात्र साध्या महदनुगमलभ्य भक्ति
लभ्या या
भक्त्या
महदनुगमलभ्या
महदनुगमलभ्या भक्तिरेवात्र साध्या महदनुगमलभ्या भक्तिरेवात्र साध्या
कपिलतनुरिति त्वं देवहूत्यै न्यगादीः कपिलतनुरिति त्वं देवहूत्यै न्यगादीः
कपिलतनुरिति त्वं देवहूत्यै न्यगादीः कपिलतनुरिति त्वं देवहूत्यै न्यगादीः
Correct. महदनुगमलभ्या भक्तिरेवात्र साध्या कपिलतनुरिति त्वं देवहूत्यै न्यगादीः
महदनुगमलभ्या भक्तिरेवात्र साध्या कपिलतनुरिति त्वं देवहूत्यै न्यगादीः महदनुगमलभ्या भक्तिरेवात्र साध्या कपिलतनुरिति त्वं देवहूत्यै न्यगादीः
very nice. 4 lines ಹೆಚ್ಚು.
स्वतिरिह गुणशक्ता बन्धकृतेष्वसक्ता त्वमृत पुदुपरुन्देव योगस्तु शक्तिं महदनुगमलभ्या भक्तिरेवात्र साध्या कपिलतनुरिति त्वं देवहूत्यै न्यगादीः
Oh, very nice. Next, ma.
राधा मैडम
चलो.
प्रेम
चलो.
मतिरिक गुणशक्ता बन्धकृते स्वशक्ता वमृत कृदुपरुन्दे भक्तियोगस्तु शक्तिं महदनु कमलभ्या भक्तिरेवात्र साध्या कपिलतनुरिति त्वं देवहूत्यै न्यगादीः
Very nice. So, அர்த்தம் பார்த்துக்கணும். So, இது வரைக்கும் till 14th we had seen the birth of Kapila, isn't it? So, Bhagavan so Kapila took the avatara. He was born to Devahuti, and what is the name of the rishi? What Prajapati? Can anybody answer? Anyone? Name of father of Kapila.
Kardama Prajapati.
Very good. Kardama Prajapati. So he was born to Kardama Prajapati and Devahuti. Okay. So they both, so they were blessed that Bhagavan will be born to them. And so before that they had 9 daughters, and he was the last son. And by the time our Kardama Prajapati was already old and he wanted to take up Vanaprastha. So he was waiting for his son to arrive. So after that he went for Vanaprastha and to attain Mukti. But even Devahuti wanted to go along with him. But he said that our son, who is already, as they know, that he was the incarnation of Mahavishnu. So he will actually give you the Upadesham and for you to attain the mukti. So she wanted to take the advice from her son. Okay. So this Kapila, he instructs his mother, or he gives the Upadesha to his mother about the Sankhya Yoga. Okay. And Devahuti follows that to attain moksha. Okay. So that is what, and this is very beautiful and very important one. So here, Matiriha Gunasakta Bandha Kritvesha Sakta. Okay. So here, what is he saying? Matiha, that is the intellect, okay, that we have in this world, the intellect that one gets, attached to all the sensory object, all the sense objects, which is actually the result of the three gunas. Okay, we know about the gunas. The three gunas are sattva, rajas, and tamas. So this is whatever we are getting attached to. Okay, it is all because of the three gunas. Okay, and that is what causes the bondage. Okay, so what is he saying? So when you get attached to these sense objects, when you are attached to these gunas, and so when you attach to this guna, so when an atma or a purusha is there, it is not attached to anything. Okay, in the beginning, it is not attached to anything, but once he gets attached to these gunas, automatically, so when he gets attached to this sense objects, okay, so when he starts getting attached to all the sense objects around you, automatically there is the bondage which is created. Okay, so that is what. But if you are not attached, to these sense objects, then that will become the cause of liberation for you. Okay, a very wide scope, a very no, it is not right now. It is not very in depth. So it is just, if you are getting attached to all these sense objects, you are into the bondage. The bondage, that will be the cause of the bondage. But if you are not attached to any of these sense objects, then that will be the cause of your liberation. Okay. Right. Now, so but is it actually possible that we don't get attached? Once we are born, immediately we are all attached to all kinds of bondages, right? So these three gunas are automatically there, and we get that we are into this bondage, right? So now what is that will lead to liberation? So he has said no attachment to any of the sense objects. So what should we do? For that, we should walk the path of devotion. Okay, this path of devotion is what is going to prevent us from the attachment, isn't it? So when, say for example, we are into this, right? Now automatically when you do a mistake, okay, you know that this is something which is wrong, which is not supposed to be done. So at that time, what do you feel? Oh, I should not do this. This is immediately that thought comes to your mind. When you are walking the path of devotion to God, you immediately think, no, this is something that I should not be doing. Me doing this is not correct. Then there is no point of me having any kind of devotion to God. All these thoughts, when it starts coming, it means you are slowly getting detached. Detached in the sense, it is like you are not bonded. Yes, things are there, everything is there around you, but you are not bonded to it. You are not completely into it. Okay. So that is what he's saying. So this path of devotion to God, it will prevent you from attachment. Okay. So, um, so how does it happen? So devotion to God, when it is arising from the holy people, isn't it? Good people, the holy people, uh, when you are with them, so automatically this is called satsangam, isn't it? When you are with them, obviously you will not be immediately attached to any of these, right? So that will help you to actually inculcate your devotion, isn't it? The more when you are in a satsang, say for example, right now we are here, we are learning some shlokas, we are doing something, all of you are regularly coming, say I even if I say 10:30 or 11, you immediately come here. So for this, say 1 hour or so, do we think of anything else but Bhagavan? No. Here we are all thinking in the same direction. We are all thinking about Bhagavan. You go to a temple, you are sitting for a Vishnu Sahasranamam, Parayanam or something with like-minded people who are all into this. In any kind of a satsangam, immediately our thought process is already into them, right? So we can feel that, oh, even we start feeling, oh, they are doing the puja, they are doing things, when they are singing, when they are singing the bhajans, when they are doing things, immediately we also, our heart is also, even though when we come out it's different, but at that particular time, how do we feel? Oh my God, we are also completely into Bhagavan at that particular time, right? We feel that devotion, that bhakti is actually sprouting inside you. So that is what Bhagavan is telling, that devotion to God, when it arises from, being with holy men, that is the right thing that you should be doing. Okay. So that will help you to come out of the bondage. So this is what thus Kapila, the incarnate of Bhagavan Vishnu, instructs Devahuti, is what. So in every shloka, we will see this last line, the same thing. Kapila Tanurititvam Devahuti Negadihi. So he advises Devahuti, his mother, like this. Okay. Now let's go to the second one. This is a little bit, we will be taking time for meanings in this. Okay. The second one. Who is Saraswati ji.
Yes, ma'am.
प्रकृति महदहंकाराश्च मात्राश्च भूता महदहंकाराश्च मात्राश्च भूता. One more time. It's not easy.
प्रकृति महदहंकाराच्च मात्राच्च भूता. प्रकृति महदहंकाराच्च मात्राच्च भूता.
Very nice. Wait a minute.
Bhutani and Abhinam.
Yeah, we can say, that is what I was thinking. We can Prakriti mahadahankarascha matrascha bhutani. Yes, bhutani in sentence will be complete actually if we say that. Okay, Saraswati ji, we will make it like this. Bhutani and then api hridapi. We'll do it like that. Okay. So can you do it? प्रकृति महदहंकाराश्च मात्राश्च भूतानि. Will need till
प्रकृति महदहंकाराच्च मात्राच्च भूतानि. प्रकृति महदहंकाराच्च मात्राच्च भूतानि.
Very good. अपि हृदपि दशाक्षी पुरुषः पंचविंशः. अपि हृदपि दशाक्षी.
अपि हृदपि दशाक्षी पुरुषः पञ्चाविंशः
पञ्चविंशः अपि हृदपि दशाक्षी पुरुषः पञ्चविंशः
अपि हृदपि दशाक्षि पुरुषः
पञ्चविंशः पञ्चविंशः 25
पञ्चविंशः
पञ्चविंशः means 25
अपि हृदपि
दशाक्षी
अपि हृदपि दशाक्षि पुरुषः
पञ्चविंशः very nice we'll do this
अपि हृदपि दशाक्षि पुरुषः पञ्चविंशः
we'll do this whole thing प्रकृति
पुरुष का आज पुरुष का
पुरुषः
पुरुषः sorry आमा पुरुषः only actually पुरुषः is पुरुषः पुरुषः is it okay
ओके
டூ லைன்ஸ் சேர்த்து சொல்லுமா
சேர்த்து சொல்லுங்கம்மா sorry
प्रकृति महादहङ्काराच्च मात्रच्च भूतानि अपि हृदपि दशाक्षि पुरुषः
पञ्चविंशः
प्रकृति महादहङ्काराच्च मात्राच्च भूतानि अपि हृदपि दशाक्षि पुरुषः पञ्चविंशः
मैम पुरुष का
पुरुषः
it is like dashakshi that is the 10 indriyas okay then the purusha okay that becomes the 25th that is what they are saying
அடியே தமிழ்ல வந்து பூண்டு மேடம்
பூதம்
அடி
அதான் சொல்றேன் பூதம் and okay fine no problem okay next
दीर्घ पूना
ஆமா
அதுதான் ஓகே
इति विदित विभागो मुच्यते सौ प्रकृत्या
इति विदित विभागो मुच्यते सौ प्रकृत्या इति विदित विभागो मुच्यते सौ प्रकृत्या
कपिलतनुरिति त्वं देवहूत्यै न्यगादीः
कपिलतनुरिति त्वं देवहूत्यै न्यगादीः कपिलतनुरिति त्वं देवहूत्यै न्यगादीः
very nice इति विदित विभागो मुच्यते सौ प्रकृत्या कपिलतनुरिति त्वं देवहूत्यै न्यगादीः
इति विदित विभागो मुच्यते सौ प्रकृत्या कपिलतनुरिति त्वं देवहूत्यै न्यगादीः इति विदित विभागो मुच्यते सौ प्रकृत्या कपिलतनुरिति त्वं देवहूत्यै न्यगादीः
okay very nice
प्रकृति
மஹாத் அதெல்லாம் சொன்னீங்கன்னா you will not get it பிரகிருதி மஹதஹங்கார்
प्रकृति महदहङ्काराच्च मात्राच्च भूतानि अपि हृदपि दशाक्षि पुरुषः पञ्चविंशः इति विदित विभागो मुच्यते सौ प्रकृत्या कपिलतनुरिति त्वं देवहूत्यै न्यगादीः देवहूत्यै न्यगादीः
प्रकृति महद अहंकाराच मात्राच भूतानि अभिकृत विद साक्षी पुरुष पंचविंशः इति विदित विभागो मुच्यते सौ प्रकृत्या कपिलतनुर्विश्वं देवपूज्यै न्यगादीः प्रकृति महद अहंकाराच मात्राच भूतानि अभिकृतपिद साक्षी पुरुष पंचविंशः इति विदित विभागो मुच्यते सौ प्रकृत्या कपिलतनुर्विश्वं देवपूज्यै न्यगादीः
Okay. Here regarding this Purusha, I will clarify this. I am having my own doubts here. Whether it is Purusha or Purusha. Okay. Because Purusha is what you tell for the Atma also. Purusha. So I will clarify this. I have my doubts regarding this. I don't want to give wrong information. Okay. So I think in some books it is Purusha and in some it is Purusha. So I will see that and let you know. Okay. Right. Let's see the meaning for this one. So here they are talking about the various how this the whole about the Sankhya Yoga. Okay, so about the Sankhya Yoga actually deals with what now what he is advising or the Upadesha that he is giving is on Sankhya Yoga. Sankhya Yoga usually deals with this. Sankhya means numbers, something that is dealing with numbers. Okay, so now that we have told it is numbers, so obviously what is he talking about? What are the numbers? We'll just see a few, some of them here. Now here, how this whole earth, this whole prapancha or this whole thing, how did it come? So there are few things with which the whole creation has happened. So first one is the Prakriti. So Prakriti is nothing but the primordial nature. Okay, so that is Prakriti. From Prakriti only the whole creation has happened. So what are the things? So from Prakriti has come the Mahat Tattva. We have already seen this a little bit. Mahat Tattva. Okay, from Mahat Tattvam, so that is what here everything is being said here. Prakriti Mahadahankarascha Matrascha Bhutani. So he is talking about everything. Now Prakriti has come from Prakriti. Prakriti is the base. From this comes the Mahat Tattva. From Mahat Tattvam comes the Ahankara. Okay. I think we have spoken about this quite in detail earlier. And okay. So, and then comes the Tanmatras. Okay. Tanmatras are nothing but the 5 senses. Okay. That is the sound, smell, touch, form, taste. These are the 5 Tanmatras. Now, keep count of everything, whatever we are saying. Then we have the Bhutas, the 5 Bhutani. 5 Bhutas are there. What are the 5 Bhutas? Space, air, fire, water, earth. These are the subtle elements, the Bhutas. Okay. So, Bhutani. Okay. Right. And then Antahkarana. Antahkarana refers to the mind. Okay. And its various modes. Okay. So it refers to the Antahkarana. We always say, your inner conscience is what we say, right? Like that. Okay. Your Antahkarana is your mind and its various modes. Okay. Then we have the 10 Indriyas. Indriyas are the 5 sense organs. So the five sense, the five sense organs. These are five sense organs of knowledge. That is from where you get the knowledge, right? So that is the organs here, from where you get the knowledge. So what is that? Hearing, seeing is there, isn't it? Then you have the touch, the smell, and the five actions. That is speech, hands, legs, anus, genitals, all those things. Okay. So these are what it is. So in 10 indriyas, you have the jnanendriya, you have the karmendriya. In jnanendriya, hearing, touch, seeing, taste, smell, all these things come. In karmendriya, you have the speech. Okay, then you have the hands, legs, your genital, your skin, everything. Okay, so that is the five karmendriyas. Right. There's something wrong. Then, so now let us see what are the things. So, Mahat Tattvam is there, Ahankara is there, then five Tanmatras are there, then five Bhutas are there, then you have the Antahkarana, you have the 10 Indriyas, and then all these, how many are there now? 5 Tanmatras, 10 Bhutas, then you have the 10, already 20, Mahat, Ahankara, already there. Then, did I miss out on anything? Prakriti, Mahat Tattvam, Ahankara, Mana, Antakarana, 5 Bhutas, 5 Tanmatras, 10 Indriyas, Jnanendriya, Karmendriya. Then you have the Purusha. Okay. Purusha, which is nothing but the Atman or the spirit. So, you have 25.
Madam, one doubt. Purusha, one Paramatma also, no?
Yes. Purusha is always Paramatma, always we call. He is the one Purusha. He is the only Purusha. Okay. According to Vishta.
Then Atma?
There are few things, ma. First is Paramatma. Okay. Which is the Purusha. Main Purusha is Paramatma. And then you have the Jivatmas. Jivatmas are, we are the Jivatmas. Okay. So, so that is what. So Jivatma, that is different. Paramatma is different. When we see this, according to Vishishtadvaitam, specially, it shows a differentiation between the two. When they say it is Purusha or Bhagavan is the only one. He is the only Purusha, that is the Paramatma. Then you have the Jivatma. Jivatmas are we are all. Okay. Then we have something as Muktatmas. Muktatmas are always there with Bhagavan. Like Garuda, our Sheshas, all those things are Muktatmas. And then we are all the Jivatmas who want to be liberated and become one with him. Okay. So that is the difference.
Okay, madam.
Right. So here what happens, all these 25 elements now we have seen. Okay. These 25 elements lead to what? Lead to Bhagavan. Okay. These are there for what? For us to lead to Bhagavan. Okay. So that is why he's saying these are the 25 categories which are there. And then this, for what do we have this? This Purusha or this Atma, when it realizes the these categories, these different categories, then he is liberated from the bondage of Prakriti. Okay, so you need to realize, you know that all these things are there, but what we do, we just use them and just enjoy and keep quiet, right? So we in one of the this one is also there, no? Like Bhagavan, you have given me eyes. Bhattatri himself says, no, you have given me eyes. I need to use these eyes only to see you. Why do I need the eyes? I need the eyes to see you. I have the nose. I have the smell, sense of smell. Now, what do I want to smell? I want to smell only the tulasi which is there in your padam, which has been offered to you. I want to smell only that. So, when I have ears, I want to hear only your nama. I have the legs. These legs are only for me to walk to your temple, to your place, isn't it? So these hands are only for doing puja for you. Only for that I am having this. So if I am not using, he says this very clearly, I think in one of the dasha. Then he says very clearly, if I am not using this, what am I? I am nothing but I am equal to a dead body. Dead body also has hands, legs, everything it has. But can it do anything of this sort? No, it cannot do. But I who is having all these things, I want to have this so that I can do stuti for you. I can do puja for you. I can see you. I can smell you. So for that. So now here also the same thing is coming up. I have all these things. Now for what is all these things? Only when you realize that all these things can help you to be help you to get liberated from this bondage, then you should be using this. Okay, so that is what he is advising Devahuti here. So Bhagavan as the incarnate of Kapila, Guruvayurappa, you as the incarnate of Kapila, you are instructing Devahuti on this, or you are giving Upadesha to Devahuti on this. Okay. Okay. So Prakriti is what? Prakriti is something that makes things happen in this world, right? So, Purusha and Prakriti we say. So, Prakriti is, if we take Purusha as Sriman Narayana, then Prakriti is Mahalakshmi Devi, isn't it? She is the root cause of all the creation for everything that is happening, isn't it? So for everything, she is the cause. That is what. She is eternal. She is always there. She has created this. So that is what. Okay. And from Prakriti, you have something called as the Jada Prakriti. From this, all the uh, you have the Chit and the Achit. Okay. So all these things come from her only. And what is this Mahat Tattvam is? It is an element, is the base element which is arising from Prakriti. Okay. So I'm not a very big scholar or something that I can tell you too much, but okay, whatever I know, I'm just telling you. Right, ma. So we'll go to the next one.
Anita, next is Deep.
Okay. Anita ji.
Please, sir.
Prakriti-gata gunaughayir. I'll tell the whole thing. Wait. Prakriti-gata gunaughayir. Naja, na, how to? Okay, we'll tell it like this. No, I was thinking if we should break it somewhere. Prakriti gata gunaughai najyati purushoyam.
प्रकृतिगतगुणौघैर्नाच्यते पुरुषोऽयम् प्रकृतिगतगुणौघैर्नाच्यते पुरुषोऽयम्
यदि तु सजति तस्यां तद्गुणास्तं भजेरन्.
यदि तु सजति तस्यां तद्गुणास्तं भजेरन् यदि तु सजति तस्यां तद्गुणास्तं भजेरन्.
Very good. प्रकृतिगत गुणौघैर्नाच्यते पुरुषोऽयम् यदि तु सजति तस्यां तद्गुणास्तं भजेरन्.
प्रकृतिगतगुणौघैर्नाच्यते पुरुषोऽयम् यदि तु सजति तस्यां तद्गुणास्तं भजेरन्. प्रकृतिगतगुणौघैर्नाच्यते पुरुषोऽयम् यदि तु सजति तस्यां तद्गुणास्तं भजेरन्.
Very good. मदनुभजन तत्त्वालोचनैः साप्यपेयात्
मदनुभजन तत्त्वालोचनैः साप्यपेया मदनुभजन तत्त्वालोचनैः साप्यपेया
कपिलतनुरिति त्वं देवहूत्यै न्यगादीः
कपिलतनरु कपिल
तनुरिति त्वं
कपिलतनुरिति कपिलतनुरिति त्वं देवभूत्यै नगादीः कपिलतनुरिति त्वं देवभूत्यै नगादीः
Very nice. मदनुभजन तत्त्वालोचनैः साप्यपेयात् कपिलतनुरिति त्वं देवहूत्यै न्यगादीः
मदनुभजन तत्त्वालोचनैः साप्यपेया कपिलतनुरिति त्वं देवभूत्यै नगादीः मदनुभजन तत्त्वालोचनैः साप्यपेया कपिलतनुरिति त्वं देवभूत्यै नगादीः
Very nice. Tell both.
प्रकृतिगतगुणौघैर्राजते पुरुषोऽयम् यदि तु सजति तस्यां गुणास्तं भजेरन् मदनुभजन तत्त्वालोचनैः साप्यपेयात् कपिलतनुरिति त्वं देवभूत्यै नगादीः
Very nice. Beautiful. Deepti ji.
यत् प्रकृतिगत गुणोऽधीनाद्यते पुरुषोऽयं यदि तु सजति तस्यां तद्गुणास्तं भजेरन् मदनुभजन तत्त्वालोचनैः साप्यपेयात् कपिलतनुरिति त्वं देवहूत्यै न्यगादिः.
Very nice.
Nyagadi means gratitude, right?
Nyagadihi upadishtam. Oh, sorry, upadishtam. Okay. So now here he is saying Prakriti Gata Guna Oghaihi. Okay. So this Purusha is associated with Prakriti. Okay. He is associated with Prakriti, but is not affected. Okay. Is not affected. Not affected by it to the extent of actually losing its inherent spiritual quality. Okay. So that is what, now what he's saying is, many attributes of Prakriti Gata Guna mean many attributes of Prakriti, which indicates, say, our mundane life of life, it is affected by the three gunas. Okay. So for us, let us take our example. We are all, affected by the three gunas completely, isn't it? So, so that is what. And then, but Purusha, that is the Atma, it is actually not affected by these, by the Prakriti. Okay. But what happens? These attributes of Prakriti get attached to him. Okay. These gets attached to him. So now Prakriti now Prakriti can leave its hold on this Purusha. So when can this happen? If he constantly worships me. Bhagavan is saying here, if he constantly worships me means Bhagavan here. If he constantly worships Bhagavan, and how should he do that? He should be like, he should look or inquire into his Bhagavan's real nature. Okay. So what is he saying? Purusha by itself it is not affected or it is free from Prakriti. But when if he identifies himself with Prakriti, if the Purusha identifies himself with Prakriti, then the attributes of the Prakriti will get attached to him. Okay, they will attach to him. Now, how does he get rid of this Prakriti, or when will this Prakriti leave him, leave this Purusha? The only path that is available is by constantly worshipping Bhagavan. And you should keep contemplating and you should keep thinking and inquiring into the real nature of Bhagavan. Only then can you actually come out of this. Okay. So thus Kapila, he instructs or he advises. Okay, say this one, my teacher had given this example, like you have these, there is one in Bhagavatam, one story was there, where this Krishna with the gopi boys, they go to a hermitage asking for food. So they know that there was a yajna which was going on. So there was these rishis who were performing the yajna. So what they thought, okay, we can go there and ask. So Krishna took all his gopis there to the yajna, and what did they do? They went there and they asked for food. Isn't it? I hope you all know this story. See, and there in that yajna, the rishis had kept the offerings especially only for the yajna point of, only for the yajna. Okay. But Krishna and these boys, they all went, these gopis went and they asked the rishis, so they just said, just go away. Okay. But what did they do? They went to the rishi patnis and told them that they were hungry, they wanted food. So these rishi patnis, they gave the food. Okay. So now, and we know what happened, all those things. Okay, so they gave the food. So now what happened was, these rishi patnis, they got moksha. Why? Because they were serving the Lord. Okay, so that is why they got the moksha, and rather than the rishis who were actually performing the yajna. Okay, so that is what is being said here, that you need to have devotion. Only by devotion into Bhagavan, only by reflecting um, uh, on the actual nature of Bhagavan, which is nothing but the ultimate truth, isn't it? Only by that can this bondage, okay, the Purusha can be released from the bondage of the Prakriti. So that is what happened in the story also. Okay. So I hope we have time. Yes. We'll do the fourth one. And
गणेश तो आप ही है इसका नाम
who is there? After Deepti ji, no, that is Sri Devi ji. That Ganesh ji is Sri Devi ji. So whose chance is it, Prema ji?
श्रीदेवी
Sri Devi ji, please unmute yourself.
श्रीदेवी का next लक्ष्मी
हाँ, okay. विमलमतिरुपातैरासनाद्यैर्मदङ्गम् मदङ्गम्
मदिरूपाद्यै रास्यनाद्यै
मदङ्गम्
मदङ्गम्
one more time.
विमलमदिरूपाद्यै रसनाद्यै
विमलमतिरुपातैरासनाद्यैर्मदङ्गम्
विमलमदिरूपाद्यै रासनाद्यै मदङ्गम्
One more time.
विमलमदिरुवाक्ये रासनाट्ये मदङ्गम्
गरुडसमधिरूढं दिव्यभूषायुधाङ्कम्
गरुडसमाधिरूढं दिव्यभूषायुधाङ्गम् गरुडसमधिरूढं दिव्यभूषायुधङ्गम्
भूषायुधाङ्कम्
भूषायुधाङ्गम् गरुडसमधिरूढं दिव्यभूषायुधाङ्गम्
विमलमतिरुपातैरासनाद्यैर्मदङ्गम् गरुडसमधिरूढं दिव्यभूषायुधाङ्कम्
विमलमदिरूपाद्यैरासनाद्यैर्मदङ्गम् गरुडसमधिरूढं दिव्यभूषायुधाङ्गम्
रुचितुलिततमालं शीलयेतानुबेलम् रुचितुलिततमालं
रुचितुलिततमालं
शीलयेतानुबेलम्
शीलयेतानुबेलम्
रुचितुलिततमालं शीलयेतानुबेलम्
रुचितुलिततमालं शीलयेतानुबेलम् रुचितुलिततमालं शीलयेतानुबेलम्
कपिलतनुरितित्वं देवहूत्यै न्यगादीः कपिलतनुरितित्वं देवहूत्यै न्यगादीः
कपिलतनुरुति दिव्यं देवहूद्यैन्यकादिः कपिलतनुरुति दिव्यं देवहूद्यैन्यकादिः
One more time you say कपिलतनुरितित्वं
कपिलतनुरितित्वं देवहूद्यैन्यकादिः
all the lines together. विमलमतिरुपात्तैरासनाद्यैर्मदङ्गम्
विमलमदिरुपाद्यैरासनाद्यैर्मदङ्गम् गरुडसमाधिरूढं दिव्यभूषायुधाङ्गम् रुचितपुलिततमालं शीलयेतानुगेलम् कपिलतनुरुतित्वं देवहूतेनकादिः विमलमदिरुपाद्यैरासनाद्यैर्मदङ्गम् गरुडसमाधिरूढं दिव्यभूषायुधाङ्गम् रुचितपुलिततमालं शीलये तानुवेलम् कपिलतनुरुतित्वं देवहूतेनकादिः
Very nice.
அடியேன் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் லைன்ல மதம்சமா மதம்சமா
எதுமா sorry which one
விமலமதி ரூபாத்தை ஆசனாத்யை மதம்சம்
மதங்கம் அங்கம்
என்னோட இதுல மதம்சம்னு
அது
கொடுத்துருக்கு
அடுத்ததுல அங்கம்
மேம் மதம்சம் கொடுத்து வித்தின் பிராக்கெட்ல மதங்கம் which one is correct
அங்கம் போட்டுப்போம்
ஓகே அடியேன்
மத் அங்கம் கருட சமதிரூடம் ஓகே அடுத்தது யாருமா
அப்போ லக்ஷ்மி மேடம்
Ah.
லக்ஷ்மி is not there. A new Lakshmi has
Oh,
been
Lakshmi ji,
introduced
I think
by
she is having problem with the internet. Okay, no problem. அடுத்தது Kamalajiya.
Kamalaji is a new photo. Sweet.
Saraswati ma'am.
Huh? No. यार सोना पूर्णचंद्रा जी. पूर्णचंद्रा जी.
विमलमतिरुपातैरसनादैर्मधुरं गरुडसमरूढं दिव्यभूषायुक्ताङ्गं चितुरितमानं चिन्तयेतानुवेदं कपिलतनुरिति त्वं बहुके जगादि.
Very nice. Check. Ipo, till now he has already said that how should one be? We should all, contemplate on Bhagavan. Bhakti should be there, and we should all. What should we do? Contemplate on his true form. Okay. So all those things he said. Now he is saying how we are supposed to do that. Now he is saying Vimalamati. Vimalamatihi means the one whose mind is purified. Okay. So in that, what should you do? You should upatehi asana adhi. That is, you should control your senses and sit in meditative posture and control all your senses. Okay. And what should you do by doing that? Mat angam garuda samadhi rudham. So you should meditate on whom? On the form of Bhagavan. What type of form? Like he is sitting on the Garuda. So as if he is mounted on the Garuda, think of that form. So contemplate on that form, meditate on that form. Okay. So that is what he is saying. Now, and then what else should you meditate upon or contemplate on? You should be Divya Bhusha Ayudha Ankam. That is, he is adorned with divine ornaments and weapons. Okay. So, Shankha Chakra Gadadhar Yaga. Okay, you should think of him that he is having all these divine elements and he is very beautifully, he is decorated with the divine ornaments. You should think of that form and not just that. Ruchitulita Tamalam. That is his lustre, how does he look? As if it is like he is resembling the tamala tree which has got a bluish hue. Okay, that color, a blue color, that color. Okay, so you should think that Bhagavan is that color with all those beautiful divine ornaments and weapons, and he is seated on the Garuda. So this kind of form, see how in a very detailed manner he is giving this. Okay, so on this form you need to meditate. How should you meditate? Shilayet anuvelam, that is constantly move. That is, it is like it should be a continuous flow. There should not be any gap in that. You should think of him, you should meditate on him, continuously on him. Okay, that is how it should be. So this is how he is asking her to do. So this is how the Kapila, who is an incarnate of you, is advising Devahuti. Now here we might think that should we only contemplate on this particular form only? Okay, so it's not like that. It is even though it is very descriptive which is being given here, but obviously you can also meditate on any of the forms of Bhagavan. Okay, so mind you, it should be Bhagavan that you should be meditating upon. Okay, so that is why is he saying all these things. Is when you just sit, it is difficult. No, so when you first of all, here there are few very important things. Vimalamat, that is, you should have a purified mind. What does it mean? Now when we are doing puja or we are doing something where we are going to place the Bhagavan on that, what do? The first thing that we do is nicely clean that place. isn't it? You keep that place really clean, and then only you will place the Bhagavan there, isn't it? Then only you will keep the Bhagavan there. So when we are doing that for the pujas and everything at home, how should a person's mind be? The person's mind or his heart should be completely pure. Okay? So you have to be a purified mind. Your mind should be purified first. It should be pure. And then you place this Bhagavan on it. Okay, then you sit in the meditative posture, you keep all your senses controlled, and you should meditate on this form of Bhagavan. So when you are sitting, you can always start contemplating, no? When you are pure, when you are thinking, so you can easily see the Garuda, Bhagavan is there, then his beautiful form, which is blue color, blue color form, then the beautiful ornaments, the weapons, the divine weapons that he is holding. Now, when you start thinking on that, so obviously your distraction is a little bit less here. You can focus on him a little bit. Okay. So that is why he is saying on my form. So that is why this form is mentioned over here. That on my form you need to contemplate. Okay. Thus Kapila, he advises or he instructs or he gives Upadesha to Devahuti, his mother. Okay. So we will wind up here. Purna Chandraji, go ahead with the Samapana shlokas.
नमामि नारायण पादपङ्कजं करोमि नारायण भूषणं तदा वदामि नारायण नामनिर्मलं स्मरामि नारायण तत्त्वमव्ययम् नारायण 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 कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे विनाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे विनाथ नारायण वासुदेव श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे विनाथ नारायण वासुदेव सर्वे बन्धुपुनः सर्वे सद्गुणिरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु कश्चित् भवेत् ओम शांति 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 श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम
Hari Om Tat Sat. Okay. So we'll meet in the next class.